Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Batbran, and I'm dealing with a little bit of a sinus congestion problem. But I wanted to make sure that I put out this Gotham review out for you guys, episode for you guys. Still, even though I'm not feeling the best under the weather, I want to first of all say thank you guys for the support. I've had many text messages and stuff on Twitter, different stuff of you guys telling me to get well soon and stuff, and me apologizing for missing out on the schedule that I normally keep on and the consistency. I apologize for that. I will make it up to you guys. But let's jump right into the review of this episode of Gotham. It was great. It was fantastic. I loved it from beginning to end. It all started out with Jerome and his Legion of Horribles, he called. And they're trying to paint the town crazy, as he called it, and made the town go crazy and mad. Sorry, but there's one piece he says they're missing. And he's looking for that. This guy named Xander Wild, which that name tipped me off because that sounded like a name that an alias that I've heard before, and you guys will figure that out here very shortly. So it starts off in the beginning of the episode. He's going after him. He goes to this. Jerome goes to this compound, or not compound. Goes to this business, asking where Xander Wild is. And he finds out he's only talks to him through a proxy. So he gets the thing of the proxy. Jim Gordon's there. They face off with him. He runs off thanks to Firefly. And literally everyone is on this team. Firefly, Mr. Freeze, Grundy eventually joins up. Penguin. The only one who isn't is Riddler. And that's because he is setting up his own little... He set up his own little club in the Narrows, of all places. And it's basically a riddle club. You know, if they get his riddle right, they can win money. And if they don't, well, then they have to spin this wheel of doom and they have to do some unfortunate thing. I'm sorry. So Lee happens to show up and decides to face off against him. And he says, "You can't beat me." And she beats him and stumps him because with the questions that she gets him. And I think one of the questions was promise, because she promised to fix him and she didn't. And the words, "I love you." And he wouldn't say them because he's the Riddler, not Edward Nygma. That was brilliant on Lee's part, I gotta say. And it stumped him. And he said, "I won't say the words." "Then you've lost." Which, that was sly. That was sly. Now, I will say, I like that little... I like the... It's just very shocking down later in the episode, and I'll get to that here in a minute. Jerome is obviously looking for this person. Well, he meets up with a proxy, is this lady, and she takes him out so quickly. Just professionally trained, knocks him out, puts him inside this dog cage, and he finds himself in this padded room with cameras everywhere. And what kind of struck me is when he goes, "Why would I want to hurt you? I love you." What does that mean? What did that mean? Well, that automatically dinged on a light that, oh, this person is going to be a family member of some sort. And Well, we found out Jim Gordon and them met Bruce and told Bruce, and Bruce told them about where he's at because he worked on something called Wayne Plaza. So, and they had this address, and he had to use this address. And that's where they found Alexander Wilde, Jim Gordon, and Bullock, and we find out that yes, Jerome has a twin brother. His name, Jeremiah. Really, we knew this was coming. This guy is going to eventually become the Joker. We know that's going to happen. I mean, I've seen the leaks and everything. I know that's going to happen, but now that I know it's confirmed, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. Jerome is going to die, and we're going to get a brand new Joker, and he will be the Joker that we know now. If that makes any sense. And I'm thinking the girl that's with him is going to become Harley Quinn. I just got this idea that either that or maybe they just want to wait till after this new Joker is established first. But I love this episode. So by the way, it had its twists and turns, but the best part was when we saw some backstory between the two of them, because all the crazies obviously got down into this place, and we found out that he created this underground thing that stretches out for like 1,000,000 miles. Jeremiah did, or 100 acres, and it's basically made like a labyrinth. And he was obsessed with labyrinths when he was younger and making mazes. Well, we find out that Jerome ends up separating the two of them. And right when Jeremiah's about to get to the out of it, Jerome gets him, and Jerome's talking to him, and he says the iconic line, anyone can go insane with just one bad day. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, and for you, it's just one bad spray. And I'm like, whoa, what is going to happen here? He's like, oh, you'll see. So it's going to happen eventually. And just when they're about to get him, he's about to take him, they stop him. He says, I'll see you soon. He drops him off, and he runs away. And then probably the best two scenes were at the very end. Riddler and what's her name? Riddler and Lee talk afterwards of this whole the whole game and everything after she beat him, and he draws a knife on her and gets ready to slit her throat, and she grabs a hold of his arm and kisses him. Well, this is an interesting twist that we have here. I didn't see that coming at all. And I believe they showed Barbara in, like, with the Legion in that episode preview, and we had no Barbara. So I guess they're going to wait for the Legion of Assassins, or the Legion of Shadows, or the League of Assassins, I think it's called. Yes. And we're also planning on getting, I can't wait. We're going to get the real Joker here soon, because my favorite scene was they needed a test subject. They brought in some random test subject, and they sprayed this stuff on this guy's face, the crazy guys and Jerome and all that. And guess what? The Joker toxin, the infamous Joker toxin from the comics, is back. Is here. Well, no, it's here. It's finally here in Gotham, and it's amazing. The guy was just laughing uncontrollably, and Jerome said, "We need more of this stuff." Like, it's awesome. But what I don't understand is, why is everyone forming with Jerome? I don't know why. Maybe they just have their own personal vendettas. Um, Maybe after it's all over, they'll just try and destroy each other. But I don't know. But I never understood that. But the next episode seems like it's going to be the culmination of Jerome's story, where we're going to probably have Jerome's last laugh, where he dies, or we're going to see the Joker being established. And because the two people he wants is Bruce Wayne and Jeremiah. And it seems like those are both the two people he's going to get next episode. And it seems like we're going to have a showdown between all three of them. And something's going to happen to Jerome, something's going to happen to Jeremiah, and Bruce Wayne's going to feel responsible because he's going to end up creating Joker, basically. Just like he feels like some way responsible for Jerome, he's going to feel like he's responsible for creating what happened to Jeremiah. And it's something that's going to happen to him, I guarantee that. And Jeremiah is going to feel obligated just to cause chaos and destruction from him going insane. And it'll become just like Jerome, but worse. Because he is his twin brother. So there is part of him that's literally the same. So, but that is this Gotham review for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please also put your comments down below what you think is going to happen here in the future, what you thought of the episode. And as always, also leave a like and subscribe as also. And as always, stay awesome, my Dark Knights.